All right. Now, let's look at this one. I have a drawing here for you. It's a trapezoid. And I'm going to put some measurements in it. Let's call 15 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 10 millimeters, and 23 millimeters. Okay, which sides look perpendicular? Or which side is perpendicular? Well, here's my right angle. This one, could be, it's perpendicular to this line, but it's not perpendicular to this line. So this is not the height. The height has to be perpendicular to both sides. This is the height, right here. So therefore, these must be the height. The perpendicular line always connects the two bases. So this one is not. So these two are the bases, and I put in my notches so I can see that. Now I'm going to plug into my formula. First thing we do, what do we have to write? We have to write our formula. You must write your formula. 1/2 times the quantity of b sub 1 plus b sub 2 times h. Now I got to plug it in. Well, here's my b sub 1 and b sub 2. You could do it either or. So I'm going to write A equals 1/2, and then I'm going to say 15 plus 10 times 20. Look what I did. Here I replaced the values of the numbers into the variables. 15 plus 10 is b sub 1 and b sub 2. 15 plus 10, b sub 1 and b sub 2. 20 is my height. That's the hard one. This is not the height. You don't use the base and the height. You don't use it twice. It can only be used once. So now we have A equals, oh wait, this is, yeah. That's right, I don't use the 23. I would use the 23 if I was doing something with perimeter, but I'm not. So now I bring it down, I have to show my work. Now you can do a bunch of different things to show it here. You can go, oh, 15 plus 10 is 25. And then half of 25 is what? 12.5. Okay? So you'd say 12.5 times 20. Now you don't need to show this step. You can put this on your calculator. You can go 0.5 times 25 times 20. And let me get mine. Okay, so I have 1/2 times 25 times 20. Now I don't have my calculator over here. Let me grab my calculator. I'm back. Okay, so we're going to say 0.5 times 25 times 20. And we get 250. 250 what? Don't forget the units. Millimeters squared. You're talking about area. It can't just be millimeters because I want to know the whole area for here. Okay? Alright. Let's go to the next thing here. See what we got. Alright. So the formula, can you write it down right now? A equals 1/2 times the quantity of b sub 1 plus b sub 2 times h, which is your height. Alright? We'll do another one. What if I go backwards? Well, let me do this instead. How about if I do something like this? And let's make 3 inches, 5 inches, 10 inches, and 9 inches. Okay, have you identified which one are the bases? This one should be relatively easy because you have this slanted line. and it's not on its side, this has to be the what? This is the height, so there's the basis. Okay, so now we have to write our formula, and now we substitute in. So here we go. We're going to write A equals 1/2 times the quantity of B sub 1 plus B sub 2 times H. A equals 1/2, and then I'm going to say 3 plus 5, and yes, you must write 3 plus 5. You can't say 8 there because you're substituting in for the values of B sub 1 and B sub 2. Times, and the height is 9. Don't forget, it's the one that connects the two bases that forms right angles. That's a perpendicular line. It is not the slanted line. Okay, so now I can do this. I'm going to say 3 plus 5 is 8. And I'm going to say 0.5 times 8 times 9 equals, A equals 36. 36 what? Inches squared. And that's my answer. And that's how you find the area of a trapezoid. Now you have an assignment for tomorrow, and it's called the 2-1 assignment. Alright? You have to write you have to write 2 things that you learned about trapezoids. Any 2 things. You have to write at the bottom of your notes, just write 2 things that you learned about trapezoids or you know about trapezoids. And then I want you to write 1 thing you have a question about concerning trapezoids. And bring that to class tomorrow, and we'll start off with a quick review and answering your questions, and we'll start our homework. Have a great night, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.